ready to play for a national championship based off the effort you saw the first couple days of practice. Did that carry over in your minds, just with the effort and attention to detail?
You know, football's a lot like life in a million ways, and one of the amazing things about football and probably life is when you do things the right way, it's more fun. You have more success. You enjoy what you're doing more, and it's unfortunate we had to figure that out as this year went along, but really happy with where we are from that standpoint. It's easy to coach this team right now because they do everything the right way. Practices are great, on point. People are worried about the details and little things, and that's where we want to be.
Do you feel you're where you want to be at this point in the week with losing the day?
These guys did a great job with the short week and preparing. We had a walkthrough Sunday night, just trying to introduce game plan. I had a Tuesday practice on Monday and a Wednesday practice on Tuesday. Had our basically walkthrough today like a normal Thursday, and I think the guys are as ready as they have been for any game.
Do you handle next week differently? I know, like, mathematically it's not impossible to make a bowl game. Maybe it's unlikely. Do you handle the guys any differently, or do they have next week off?
No, we're actually going to come back and give them a week off and then see where we land. And if the season's over, we're going to get a head start on winter conditioning with 1 week before they take off. And, you know, partly because when we inherited this team last January, the guys had been stagnant for a long time. It caused us a few issues at the beginning, winter conditioning. Now our team's going to be in better shape headed into it, but we want to make sure and not take an entire month off before we start so we can get more work done in the winter.
Coach, I'm just curious. Oh, sorry, Sam. I'm just curious. I know there's still one game left, but when you look back at this season, kind of in its totality, what are your biggest things you kind of take away?
I think pride in the fact that we improved through a lot of difficulties and a lot of unfortunate circumstances, and also a little bit of disappointment. Wish we'd have had the team like this when the season started. I think it would have been a heck of a fun season. I think we'd have won a bunch of games. But those changes, I've said it all year, those changes don't happen overnight. Sometimes they're lessons you have to learn, and there's a lot of work to get done. Hopefully we lay the groundwork for more good things to come.
Do you guys look at this as your bowl game?
No, this is another game for us. Now, it's a special game because if it's the last one, the seniors are playing then the last time and with Husker hands on their helmet. And that was special for me. It's been special for every guy that's played here. So we want to go out and play the best we can. I think the guys are fired up to do that. And as long as we go out and play with the effort and intensity we've been playing with lately, I'm going to be proud to be their coach.
You spend Thanksgiving in a hotel?
Yeah, we had a dinner last night. Hy-Vee put on. We're grateful for them. It was a feast for the guys. We're going to go see some hospital kids today with the entire team. I want these guys, I think it's a great tradition they've had here before. I want these guys to get out in the community and help, learn how to be givers, not takers. The more they can be reminded how much of a role model they are to the people of the state and how much of heroes they are to the young kids in this state, I think the better for our team. So I think that's a tradition that we'll keep, and glad to get those guys out there and see if they can't make a difference with somebody.
As you started the last few months recruiting this area in particular, in this region, is it recruited differently or more intensely by other schools, Division I schools in the area than when you played?
I don't know. I didn't recruit when I played. I got recruited, but we're going to do fine. We're on the right kids. We're going to get the right kids into this program. As many of them as we can get that are Midwest kids, the better. Recruiting's more intense than it used to be in general. There's not a lot of people that are hidden anywhere. It's competitive. But we got such a great product to sell here at Nebraska, such a great community, such a great fan base, facilities. I think people recognize the direction that this thing's headed. So we're going to try to capitalize on this momentum for the next 2 months.
Any change on Spielman?
No, we got our fingers crossed. I know if there's any possible way JD can be out there, he'll be out there.
Do you get the sense, as it relates to JD, that he wants to be on the field for Stanley's last game because they're teammates?
Yeah, JD's a competitor, so he always wants to be on the field. Those two have been a dynamic duo for us all year, so it'd be great to see him out there one more time together. And shoot, anytime JD's on the field, we're going to have a better chance.
Last week, that senior day win held a lot of emotional significance for the seniors especially. How do you think the whole group avoids that emotional hangover?
I don't know. They came back and practiced their butts off this week. You could say there could be emotional hangover. You could also say that these guys are getting a taste of what it feels like to do things the right way and experience success, and they want more of it. So hopefully the latter emotion wins out. I know we've had another good week of practice, and our guys are dialed in. So we'll go give it our best shot.
Scott, obviously you played on the day after Thanksgiving. Is that a game that you remember watching when you were growing up, and how good of an understanding do you have in terms of what it means to this fan base to play on Black Friday?
Yeah, I know Black Friday is the new term. Nebraska football playing on Friday, that's not new to me. That was what Friday after Thanksgiving was all about for me growing up. Wasn't shopping. I just wanted to be down here and see it, and I'm honored to be a part of it now. So I think it's a great tradition, and short weeks are tough, but we've done a good job with it.
As you've watched Iowa this week, is Epinesa, is he one of the better defensive linemen that you've seen on film?
They're just really stout up front on both sides. They're big and physical on both sides on the lines. Their front seven on defense does a great job. Their offensive line does a great job protecting and creating holes. So we got our work cut out for us, playing a similar team to what we played last week as far as the offensive and defensive fronts go. So it's going to be a battle, and I think our guys are more prepared for that than they have been all year.
Have you heard a lot of talk among the guys this week about maybe this one meaning a little bit more based on how the last 3 years have gone against Iowa?
No, you guys always ask me if one means more than another. We try to kill that in our program. I want the guys to be better than they were last week. And I answer that question that way a lot, but if we're a better team than we were last Saturday, then that's a win for us. And if we continue doing that, that gives us our best chance to come out with a victory.